have Stephanie and Channing Doss. They're triple diamonds. They enrolled in May of 2012. And they have a really unique story. It's not really rags to riches, but it really is a rags to riches.
Yes.
So what were you doing before it works?
I'm still, you know how Ashley talked about your chicken list? I would be on everyone's chicken list because from the outside looking in, I am never anyone that any of you would probably approach about It Works. I'm a full-time attorney. I work for a Fortune 100 company and I draft and negotiate contracts for them. So I went to law school and was Miss Everything and the president of my class and, you know, did all that and got out of school and Channing and I met doing Katrina relief, and we both got hired by the same company shortly after that. So,
what kind of income were the two of you making together? Just what were you making? I think you know about your finances, but what were you making together?
Before It Works.
Before It Works.
Together, about $140,000 a year.
Okay, so again. This world teaches us that 140,000 is awesome, but we all know it's awesome to take care of you, but it's not. It's probably not going to help you take care of others that are coming across your path.
Well, and the thing too is that what people don't recognize is that that sounds like an amazing amount of money, and it is, and that wasn't lost on us. But our education debt combined, the bulk of that being mine, was $200,000. So we pay 3 mortgages every month. I tell everybody that we pay our real mortgage, we pay our student loan mortgage, and we pay our daycare mortgage. So that 140 gets ate up real quick. And you know, I struggled a lot when I submitted my story because I thought, you know, God, I'm fixing to break in the ugly cry, y'all.
Give it up for the ugly cry.
Friends, and they're more like sisters to me, and if y'all have not found that sisterhood in this business, I want you to reach out and find it, because Chantel and Ashley are my rock, and they told me that I had a story to tell and didn't believe them, and to shut them up, I submitted it, and they picked me. So, but I asked God how honest I should be with my story, and he told me that through my weakness that he would show his strength. So I'm going to be real weak in front of y'all. And we were not good stewards of our money either. We did not have any savings. And, you know, I had a baby and I was on maternity leave and we were getting ready to have to pay for two babies in childcare, and we just didn't have the money. We had to sell some things on Craigslist, and the shame that came along with that for me was real difficult, because that wasn't supposed to be my story. I did everything right, and so.
Stephanie, share, there's one particular thing you had to sell on Craigslist that might have been the camel breaking.
Yes, we had my wedding ring, and I've never told anybody that. So that was difficult, and we had to provide for my girls, and I gave it up willingly, and it was right after that I saw a post on Facebook from my friend Connie, and she has triplets, and she says her stomach looks like it got attacked by a tiger. So I knew if Connie said it worked, then it worked. And I tried the wraps and loved it, and then a week later, I told Channing that I was going to start selling these because Connie sent me a text. And for all of you people that think that you have to be glamorous about what you say and it has to be, you know, some big presentation, Connie sent me a text and it said, "You should sell these things with me," 7 words. And the corporate attorney signed up. So you don't have to be something that you're not when you're selling people up. But I'll let Channing tell you what he thought when I saw that.
So Channing, she's 6 weeks postpartum, and she's got this new baby, and she tells you she's going to sign up for this business. What were you thinking?
You know, he pretty much just said, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. As a man, my perspective was that it's my job to make us out of this. It's not your job. You know, just keep doing what you're doing, and eventually I'll be able to come through. But, you know, it was just steps. And, you know, we were just on an escalator and going up and down, up and down. And, I mean, this business has just changed our lives so much and put us in a position to, for one, be here with all of you guys, and for two, to just set up a future for our girls that's so amazing.
What you guys have been able to play quite a bit to death. Why don't you share that? Okay.
He actually said, "You're in a Ponzi scheme," is what he said. I said, "I'm not Bernie Madoff. I think you mean a pyramid scheme." But I just put my head down and went to work, and he got on board. So, yeah, we are. I don't know the exact number, but we are just paying off debt left and right, and those student loans are going to be paid off instead of 30 years. It's probably going to take us 3 years to pay off. You know, all that. And you know, for me, I had such a hard time with the fact that God bless my mom. She worked so hard, and she was a single mom and couldn't afford to put me through school, so I put myself through school. But I didn't want to put that burden on my girls. And when Channing and I got married, it was really, really hard for me to chain that debt to this man that I love so much. And he worked so hard his whole life. He grew up with nothing, no hot water, and he pulled himself up by the bootstraps, and he's just an amazing man. And for me to burden him with my debt was really difficult for me. And then for me to think I wasn't going to be able to send my girls to school because I was still going to be paying off my loans. So to know that we're going to be able to give our girls the gift of a debt-free education is just like a blessing. Yeah, before that, I hope. So, yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. What's one last thing that you or Channing would like to share that you would like just for people to remember when they think of, when they're getting discouraged, when they're thinking maybe they just can't do it, or maybe they shouldn't talk to someone that's a lawyer and from the outside looking in, they've got it all?
Yeah. I was in the shower today, and I thought I knew I was going to say today, and God said, "No, you're not going to say that. You're going to say this." So I'm going to say it. When I graduated from law school, my stepdad gave me a poem, and it's kind of become my life's mantra. And I think a lot of people, when they get in this business, they feel like they have to compare themselves to what somebody else is doing, or I need to be more like them, or I need to run a race, the race that they're running, because that's going to get me where they are. And a lot of times, I know people were talking about families that aren't supportive, and I had a peer group that was not supportive because they think that somebody that goes to law school shouldn't be doing something like this. And so I could sense myself changing around them and shrinking in front of them. And I found this poem that my stepdad had given me 7 years ago, and I read it to myself again, and the core theme of that is that when you dim your light to make someone else feel better about themselves, you are not serving anybody. So don't you dim your light for anybody. You go out there and you be proud of what you're doing. And I don't care if it's a lawyer, or a doctor, a stay-at-home mom, somebody that's unemployed. You be proud of who you are, and be proud of what you're doing in this business. And I'm telling you, it will take you places you never thought was possible. Every single person can do that. So don't you dim those lights. You shine. That's what God wants you to do. Thank you.
Okay, now, again, last but not least,